Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. I am ridiculously excited about today's video. I just can't even express how much. So if there's a lot of nonsensical yammering in this video, please be patient with me. I'm really excited. In November, I tried Nomad Cosmetics for the first time. I ordered the Home for the Holidays palette for a couple of reasons, but I ended up loving it and went on to purchase a bunch more stuff from Nomad. And then one of my subscribers, you know who you are, thank you, I appreciate you, actually contacted someone at Nomad and they emailed me and said that they appreciated my support of their brand and could they send me their new release when it came out. And I was like, yeah? I don't know why you'd want to, but absolutely. So they did. It came in the mail last night and that's what today's video is. It's the new Nomad palette. This is so stinking cute. Okay, let's talk about the stuff first. I'm really excited. Came a little postcard, of course. It had a little note with it. So good. Oh my goodness. And then it came with this little door hanger. It says, "Do not disturb, barely awake." And on the back it says, Nomad Lodge, Whistler, BC. It's so, like, the whole thing is cute. Like, they made up this whole lodge and, you know, just, it's so cute. And this is the outside of the palette. Matches the box. It says things like ducking, great place to stay, howling, good time. You mustn't lose me, and for fox's sake, I'm sleeping. I actually have a mug that says, "Oh, for fox's sake." This is the inside of the palette. How unbelievably gorgeous is that? I'm so excited to play with it. I'm probably gonna do 3 looks today, 1 on each eye, and then I'll come back and do a 3rd look with both eyes that I can wear all day. I just want to plaster my face with these. So I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on the palette so you can get a really good up close reconnoiter of what all the shades look like. They're so pretty. Okay, I literally have no idea what I'm gonna do. I just knew that I was gonna play with this today, so I came in and I slapped on a face so I could just start playing. So yeah, we'll find out as we go what happens. So I'm going to zoom you in, dig out some brushes, and we will tuck into the palette. I'll be using all Refer brushes today. I have some new ones that I'm excited to play with, but I know the Refer brushes, I know how they perform, and I want to play with these with what I know. Does that make sense? So part of me thinks that a green look is kind of obvious, a blue look is kind of obvious, so I think I'm gonna do that for the first 2 looks. And then maybe something slightly more neutral and quote-unquote wearable. I don't know, we'll see. But I think that's the way to go. There's just too much goodness for only 3 looks, but I don't think I have more time than that today. I will most likely be using this again on my channel, so come back if you want to see. Okay, so on my Refer 27, which is just a nice big fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Snow Bunny, which is that really light pale blue. And I'm gonna put that on the outer part of my crease and bring it in. That's really pretty, blended nicely. I actually think I'm going to bring this in a little farther and do kind of a spotlight eye. I think that's a pretty good way to get as many of the blue shades on my eye as I can. So, something like that. And then with my Refer 13, which is one of my most favorite brushes, I'm gonna dip into Snowmad. And we're gonna put that right out here and bring it part way in. And the same on the inner part. I'm keeping it above my crease because I have hooded eyes. And if I put it in my crease, You wouldn't see it when my eyes were open. All right, I'm gonna go back over to the fluffy brush we used for the first blue shade and just blend, blend, blend a little bit. I didn't add any more product to my brush. I'm just gonna use what's already on there. All right, I'm liking that. Now that I've established where I want that in my crease, I'm gonna bring it down onto my lid, just on the inner and outer. I wanna lay this down for a base for the black comb shade. I'm taking my Alamar shader brush and I've wet it, and I'm gonna dip into black comb, and we're gonna start putting this over where we put that deep blue on my lid and up into my crease a little bit. Oh, that's gorgeous. I always wet my shimmer shades simply because most shimmer shades perform better and it helps to avoid fallout if the shadow is wet. And since my face is already done up, I don't want fallout. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I'm gonna clean my brush off because we need to dip into Ski Bowl for the center. This is a blue-purple duochrome. That is gorgeous. Holy moly. I've cleaned off my brush and I'm gonna dip into Powder Specialist just the tiniest bit and place that on the very center of my lid. And that's so pretty. Okay, taking a reference number 3 in the shade Nomad and running that below my lower lash line, connecting it to the outer corner of my upper lid. I'm gonna do the same thing for my lower lash line as I did for my lid. Dark on the outer, brighter in the center. Now I'm going to use Powder Specialist on my inner corner for my highlight shade. Wow, that's so pretty, like a white pink shift. I love that with my whole heart. All right, let's find a blue eyeliner. Okay, a little blue eyeliner in my waterline and some Rare Beauty mascara, and that is look number 1 done. What do you think? I think I'm a pretty big fan. It looks so pretty, and not even like my ability to put it on. Like I don't think I could screw this up. It's that easy to work with. So, all right, let's jump into look number 2. So on another, I'm gonna have a lot of brushes to wash. On another clean refer number 27, I'm gonna dip into Après Ski, which is that beautiful minty green. And I'm gonna do a 2-tone crease for this look. So my eyes are gonna look wonky, but it's just so we can use as much eyeshadow as possible. If I had a half a dozen eyes, boy howdy, I'd look a little odd, but I'd have so much fun. Look at that, beautiful, blended itself. And on that same brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Bucking Great. I really like these shade names. I think that they are so much fun. So the second portion, or the outer portion of my crease area for the 2-toned crease look. Okay, cleaning off my brush. I want to dip back into that mint shade just to make sure everybody is blended and playing happily together. I mean, can't be mad at that, right? So I'm gonna take a rougher 14 and dip into Bucking Great again. And bring that down onto the outer portion of my mobile lid. I'm really not gonna worry about blending this out. I just wanna lay it down to prep for some shimmer shades. And I think I'm gonna take this same brush and just my lower lash line. Got a little happy with that one and got some fallout, but that's where we are. Stunning. I cleaned off my Alamar Cosmetics brush and I'm gonna dip into Whistler and start putting that on right out here. It's reminding me, I just did a green look yesterday, I think. And I really like how it came out. I don't have a preference for color, except for the color black is my favorite. But as far as like eyeshadow goes, I love all the colors. I'm just tapping over where those two shades meet. Making sure there's no weird line. Yes, 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 yes. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Ski In and get this on the inner portion. This is a really pretty like white goldish shade. Goes beautifully with that green. That's super bright and super pretty. Well, that was easy. Okay, on another effort number 3, I'm gonna dip back into that mint green shade for the inner portion of my lower lash line. Let's try not to get too crazy. I actually am going to deepen up the dark green out here. Yeah. I'm gonna throw a little bit of green liner in my waterline and mascara, and I'll come back and show you the final second look. I'm back with looks 1 and 2. I'm excited to hear what you think of these 2 looks in the comment section. So now, sadly, I'm gonna go wash all of this off so I can do a 3rd look, because I just want to keep layering all of these on my eyeballs. So okay, through the magic of editing, it's been 2 seconds and I'm back. I do want to take a moment to say that I was so ridiculously excited at the beginning of this video that I didn't say all the words. And those are that I super appreciate you being here and supporting my channel. Literally, this video would not be happening if it wasn't for that. They would not have sent me this palette. I wouldn't be reviewing it right now. I would have done a video because I would have bought it, but it's crazy to think that this happened because of you, and I appreciate that so much. Also want to say, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, now's a great time to do that. I upload 4 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So this video is a bonus because I have the attention span of a 2-year-old and I want to play and put this up. So let's get into look number 3 using the Nomad Lodge Whistler British Columbia palette. Okay, I seem to be out of clean number 27, so I'm gonna use a clean number 16 and dip into what? I'm gonna dip into For Fox's Sake, which is this really pretty burnt rust color. And I'm gonna do another 2-tone crease with this on the inner portion. A particular look or application is what I typically go for because of my eye shape. I think it just is the most flattering. Man, that's pretty. Now on that same brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Gone Skiing. I have never actually skied, ever. I'm not a fan of the cold, and even as a child, really wasn't a fan of the cold. So I never skied. And now my crippled butt can't. So I'm considering it a win. I know people love it. And I really enjoyed sports, but the cold just, oof, not my idea of a good time. Do you ski? Have you been skiing? Do you live where you can ski? Let me know. These shades just, I mean, all of them so far have blended beautifully. Now, on another Refer 14, I'm gonna dip into the shade Ski Out, which is this matte black. And I'm just going to place that right out here. Not a lot and not crazily, just for a little depth like I like to do before I go in with all the shimmer shades. That's perfect. It's everything that you want in a black eyeshadow. Okay, once again with my Alamar shader brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade So Amused. And we're gonna put that right out here. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that reflect. Oof, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I'm just taking that over where I put the black, like we do. You dip into the shade Berry Cool, which is this gorgeous gold. So pretty. Oh yeah, check that out. Overlapping like we do. Now I'm going to dip into Ski In for the inner portion of my lid. Oop. Setting spray in my eye. Woo. For my lower lash line, I'm going to keep it super simple and dip into Gone Skiing. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and do some brown liner in my waterline, both top and bottom, some mascara, and I think a false lash. And I'll come back and we'll wrap this up. Okay, I'm back. I went in with my House of Lashes Lure Light, and I decided to highlight my inner corner with my Nomad Sydney Bathers palette. It's also the highlight that's on my cheek, a little bit of my bronzer. I'm gonna say this palette is worth every penny. It's so good, and I really do think it's super versatile. Like, you could do a lot of different looks. Of all the shades in here, I used all but one, and that was the shade Up to Snow Good right here. I used every other shade and loved all of them. So let me know in the comment section which look was your favorite, if any. Are you planning to pick this palette up? I want to know all the things. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you. Be good and remember to be kind to you.